So this is what it's come down to. You against me. You sweating like a dog.
No, you're wrong. I can still defeat you.
Look at you. You're panting. You're out of energy. You got nothing left.
But you haven't seen my final technique yet. But I can try.
So this is gonna be your final move? You're just gonna stand up?
I'll show you what I'm made of.
Oh my gosh! So the Kamehameha wave is gonna be your big finishing move? Yeah, haven't seen that one, Goku.
All the way from Tokyo, Japan to Toronto, here's another episode of Binder Blunder.
Hello YouTube, welcome to the first not about Yu-Gi-Oh, but about Yu-Gi-Oh! Underworld 666, 7 questions for us to answer.
Featuring me.
And this guy. Me. This is not mainly going to be about Yu-Gi-Oh! You're not going to learn anything like a normal Binder Blunders because, let's face it, the format is apparently dead. There's not a lot of things to do. There's not a lot of things to say about cards. Slifer! What? What this whole video is going to be about is we are going to answer 7 questions. We are going to get straight into the 7 questions that we have written down here. Once you are tagged, and we'll explain that, at the end of the video, you will go down into the description, read the questions, do your own video, and then tag 2 other people.
It's a great experiment. We're hoping to learn a lot about other people, because again, we don't really know that much about the people that we watch on YouTube. We watch them, we find their information entertaining, but you have almost no idea who they are, why they play, why do they still play. You know what I mean?
So this is our chance to interview ourselves and allow you, the tagged, to interview as well. What I would like you guys to do is everyone that we tag, please go to their channel, subscribe, wait for their response, and then see who they tag. Go to their channel, wait for their response, subscribe, and so on, and so on, and eventually building the community once again.
First questions first. What's your first name, Dan?
My first name is Frank, spelled like Susan, but pronounced Daniel.
This is quite confusing. My name's Devin, with an I. D-E-V-I-N. Yeah, you heard it. Now you can never get it wrong in the comments again, or forever be banished
to the Shadow Realm. Next question. How did you get into Yu-Gi-Oh? I started the first week that they released Kaiba and Yugi Structure Deck. I went into the thing, I didn't even watch the show yet. I went into my local comic book store called Image Collections. I walked up and I was looking around and I actually saw these really cool dragons, and the first card that I ever saw was Curse of Dragon. And I'm like, this is a brilliant game. And I have no idea how to play it, but I am going to buy 2 structure decks. And that's what I did. And I started playing in tournaments, and I lost horribly. When I summoned my 1500 Black Flame Dragon.
Komoro Dragon?
No, it was a green one. But anyway, and then my opponent goes Battle Ox, boom, and you're dead. And then he summoned Scald me, and he was like 20, and I was like 11. And yeah, and then it became a business.
It's a good story, good story. My story is similar. I went to my local convenience store and they had starter decks, and my brother and I were like, hey, let's play some of this game that I've never heard of. So we bought a few, and I can remember us photocopying cards to max them out, and we didn't understand tributing, and we didn't understand that you could only have 3 of a card. So I'm pretty sure I played Dark Magician and I equipped it with like 5 of those swords that give it 400 attack boost. And my brother played his Blue Eyes White Dragon like a jerk, and he equipped it with a bunch that give your dragon 300 boost, and I swear my monster was somehow stronger. That's what I remember. And then I learned how to play, and the game got harder.
And more expensive.
Yeah, a little bit. Photocopying didn't work apparently. Why or how did you start YouTubing?
Oh my god. I started off YouTubing little of you guys know, I actually started YouTubing because other people that I knew started YouTubing. It all started with Waffles. Waffles, Vlad, who lives in Mississauga, used to go to our local sort of. He started YouTubing and he was really entertaining and funny, and he was really having fun with it. And I said, you know what, I have a lot of information that I can get rid of, that I can use, that I can give you guys, and I love to show off and be entertaining and be funny. So I decided to make my own YouTube channel, and it started off with me very, very monotoned and very garbage, and very red. And I actually filmed right over there with my parents' bed in the background because that's where my Mac computer was.
My friend here, he was YouTubing, and I stopped playing this game for a good while, and I came back and Synchros existed, and this man apparently made videos, and that was kind of confusing. And one time he was away camping or something, and he begged me to post up the banlist video with my brother, and that video was horrid, and I was very terrified. This camera thing, terrifying, by the way, terrifying. And I'm pretty sure we put like happy birthday balloons as a border to make it less horrible, realistically making it worse. But anyways, I digress, and that's how I became his partner in crime.
And I remember the video very well. His brother said every band card, and then he said
Royal Decree.
And Royal Decree. And then the video ended, and that was how he helped me with the band list video being posted up. However, he has gotten much better. But I do want to mention this just really quick. We've now deleted a lot of videos, and we do that on a regular basis to make sure that the channel stays fresh and you can just see the really good content. So my suggestion is, if you're just joining the channel, or if you've just started watching YouTube, or if you just started watching Underworld 6667, yeah, well, watch my videos in the channel.
Jesus.
And before they're gone.
What a shameless plug. Anyways.
I'm sorry.
Dan,
next, no.
Dan,
I read the next
you
question.
Talked enough. What's the best time you've ever had at a Yu-Gi-Oh event?
Best time I ever had is a very quick story, hopefully.
Hopefully.
I went to an event and I started trading, and it was really easy way back when. And I came home, and I had deck boxes full of cards that I had traded for. I had upsold, and I actually kept track, and I wrote them all down, what I sold and what I got, and I had deck boxes full of these hollows, and it was really nice. And that's really the one time where I actually started to get into buying and selling, because I'm like, this is just too awesome.
My story's a little bit more selfish per se, and it's a little bit of bragging, and I apologize, but I went to Chantilly. Actually, okay, we'll start off slowly. We went to New Jersey, okay, and my brother and I are playing Frog Monarchs, and we do well, but not well enough, okay, but we get it known. But anyways, I digress. We build the deck a little bit better prior to people start playing this deck, and we go to Chantilly, and I somehow miraculously go 10-0, all 10 rounds, perfect, okay? In round 9, I'm the only undefeated left, and I beat that guy. And then I'm still undefeated, and I get paired down against some other guy, and I beat him too in a feature match. And I should have lost. You can go read the feature match. It's against Andrew Ferdella at Chantilly, round 10. I opened like the worst possible hand. By turn 3, I've discarded 2 soul exchanges from my hand just to hopefully show people that are reading this that I have the worst hand ever. And I beat him somehow. And he was playing X-Sabers during their prime. Don't ask, don't know. I get into in the top 32, sorry. I somehow beat that guy who's also playing X-Sabers.
Top 16.
I go in the top 16. I play Herald of Perfection. I've never played against the deck. I knew how it worked, but it's just brand new. And the judges walk up to me and they're like, hey you can't bounce Swap Frog anymore. And I say, what?
What does that mean?
And they're like, yep, no more bouncing. So I make some misplays. I can't bounce Frog. I'm stalling for time like crazy. And finally the judges come up to me and they're like, okay, you can bounce Swap Frog again. And then I lost. However, still the best time of my life, because it was the first time I ever topped. First time I ever, had any real credentials to my name. And when they handed me my prizes, the head guy who gives out prizes said, I'm really sorry. Thank you. Thank you very much. Made my day.
And the next question. Favorite deck ever? Go format. No.
It's not a deck.
That's what everyone... Well, yeah, no, it's goat format. So you play goats and then it's a format. Anyway,
good.
My favorite deck and...
Recruiter Chaos, I'm rooting for him! Woo!
Damn it. My favorite deck is Recruiter Chaos slash...
There's no slashes. It's
Tigro.
a favorite deck.
Alright, fine. It is Recruiter Chaos. It is the deck that I always go back to. Way back when we started to really sort of play competitively, we actually went to our first ever YCS.
Also known as the Shonen Jump.
Gen Con Indie. And we were copying Kyle Duncan's Recruiter Chaos deck with 3 Mystic Tomatoes, 3 Shining Angels, broken as hell. I kept going back to it every single ban list because it was the only thing that sorta didn't get touched. And I'm happy that we've gone back to Recruiter Chaos. Chaos Dragon, same thing.
My favorite deck ever would have to be, despite lack of playability, it is Dragunities. And I've said it 1,000,000 times, and 100 times, and 1,000 times. But Dragunities, the archetype is cool, the artwork is cool, the idea behind the whole deck is cool, it's explosive, you make 1-card Stardust Dragons, like, it's hilarious. The deck is hilarious. Dan, why do you play Yu-Gi-Oh?
The ladies. No, that's not true at all. That's kind of sad. The real reason I play Yu-Gi-Oh is I do actually enjoy it for the most part. I haven't been enjoying it, to be honest, lately. I haven't been able to play as much as I usually did. And every time I lose, I just get into this big, huge funk because I lost. But most of the time, it's not even like I'm losing like close to the top 8, which is sad. Because other people, they just play and they lose horribly, but they still love this game. They love this game. The real reason I play is to make money. I like buying and selling. I love being a salesperson. I love the people I meet because of it. I love the customers I meet because of it. I just love it in general.
I have this many answers.
Toi.
I want the fame. And I know it's selfish and greedy, but realistically there's nothing else that comes with this game if you do well. It's just honor and the fame for it.
That's why I do YouTube, because I suck.
Number 2 is the amazing people we meet traveling and playing this game. I don't want to name anyone because realistically there's a bunch of people we've met and I don't want to make anyone I forget feel like crap. So realistically, you guys know who you are and it was great meeting you.
All of you. Big hugs.
And the third reason is it's an outlet for me to be creative. I like to build decks, I like to build unique creative decks, and this is a perfect outlet for that. Screw you, Vanguard!
This guy gets really depressed at ends of formats because there's no reason to build anything. Really bad.
I'm waiting for the ban
Really
list.
bad.
Ban
Ban
list.
list. The very last question is who we are going to tag it. First person that we are going to tag is Vexicus466.
You know who you are.
6.
Oh. Not that guy. You meant the bitch please guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
HBIC.
My mistake. Good luck, tag, you're it. Now make a video and tag 2 other people, Holmes.
Remember, 2 other people. We're choosing 5 just to get this started.
The next guy.
You're gonna do 2? Jerk.
The next person that we're picking is the Kiko25.
Well, no, we're not on 5. Alright. So,
And
Kiko25,
you know
Mike.
who you are, Michael. That is your real name. Joseph.
The next person, or girl, wait, girls are people, right? Is Vayu Enthusiast.
Now, we're sure she doesn't watch this video.
So,
you guys will have to tell her.
Go watch this video! You're tagged, you're tagged, you're tagged, tagged.
Thank you very much, but you know, you never know, she might watch it, who knows. Anyways, the next guy, who's always got a cool hat on, is Slim X Team Symmetry. Since you're so damn popular lately, you're tagged too. And don't tag WK Dad.
We know you will.
And
the last
guy
person
that we're gonna
is we're really bad at this. Is Simply Unlucky. Simply Unlucky. Once again, don't know if he watches our stuff, so it is up to you guys. You got two people, because I know Slim's gonna watch this. I know Vexicus. I know Kiko. I'm not entirely sure if Vayu will. I'm not entirely sure if Simply Unlucky will. I know they know us. I know they might watch every once in a while. But I would like you guys to go out and
and be nice about it.
Yes, please.
This is a nice video.
This is a nice video. This is a tag. And hopefully you will be able to be tagged and answer your own 7 questions so your viewers can find out more about you.